Dan with Guardian Mold Prevent here. I want to look with you at a property that's located in Addison, Illinois. This is an extreme mold problem, and while your mold problem that you have in your home hopefully is not to the degree that this home is, or is not to the extent of the damage that has been created by the moisture problem in this house, this will give you an idea of what can happen when moisture is left over a long period of time. And we'll go through what the steps of remediation are and kind of look at what things will look like in this home once the remediation process has been completed. But you can see that there are actual mushrooms growing on the carpeting in this house. There's black toxic Stachybotrys mold that's growing all over the drywall. And that's very common with drywall because it's a high cellulose content product, and Stachybotrys likes wet areas that have a high content of cellulose in them. But you can see that the mold problem is very consistent throughout this entire basement, and that's related to a moisture problem where water got in and sat for a long period of time. Now, when we deal with the mold problem in a house, we categorize items inside the home as far as building materials in three categories. You've got porous materials, so that's your drywall, trim, insulation, pressboard, paneling, items that are very porous. And then the second two are semi-porous, which would be your wood framing members, and non-porous, which are usually concrete material like foundation walls and floor. And then in terms of process, we come in, we set up containment inside the space. We then install an air scrubber and create negative air pressure. We run all the air through HEPA filtration. We then remove and discard all of the porous material. So again, your drywall, trim, insulation, the items that are very porous get bagged and disposed of. And then we treat with a biocide and scrub and apply acrylic-based mold-resistant coating to all the semi-porous and non-porous materials. Now I want to take a quick look at a piece of equipment that we use. This is the air scrubber, or the negative air machine. It's what we use to set up negative air pressure inside of a work area, and it's one of the items that will definitely set a mold remediation company apart from just your regular handy guy or regular Joe contractor who claims he can take care of a mold problem, because we not only clean the surfaces that are affected with mold growth, but we also take care of the air quality in the space. Now you can see here what we've done. We removed the porous material, the drywall and the insulation and trim in this case. We then scrub down the framing and the exposed foundation wall with a biocide, which is a product that kills the mold, and then we put on an acrylic-based mold-resistant coating. We leave the air machines running for several days after the physical part of the job is complete to make sure we restore the air quality back to an acceptable level, and then we turn this property back over to the homeowner so that they can get it finished and ultimately move back into the space.